objectives. See, every course is introduced with certain objectives. And we expect certain outcomes to be there at the end of the completion of that course. That's what the whole aim and objective of the outcome-based education that we have tried to incorporate in Sahitya, mute yourself. All participants, kindly take care of your gadgets, be in mute mode. So the objectives of this internship course is to provide you an opportunity to learn through experience. Means when you work with or when you go to particular organization, be it a NGO, be it a company, be it a lawyer's chamber or any other institution for that matter. So they are carrying out their routine works and you will be part of it. So while working with them, you learn the skills or you understand the functioning of the organization, everything. And this is an opportunity where you will be exposed to the real world. See, in the classroom, we will be imparting you the theoretical knowledge, but how that law is in action, you get an opportunity to see when you go to an internship. So then you develop certain skills when you go to these different organizations. So the people who are working have a lot of skill sets and they'll be using those skills to carry out their day-to-day works. So when you work with them, definitely you will be able to pick up certain skills, be it drafting, be it maybe communication skills, be it some soft skills. So there will be so many skills in different organization, different skill sets are required. So when you work with people, you will be having an opportunity to learn from them and inculcate those skills in you. Then acquisition of professional skills. So specific to particular profession, there will be certain skills. Suppose you go to a company, so there the management, how the things have to be managed, maybe human resource management or other resources, how they manage. So the students of BBA LLB, you will be studying these things as a part of your theory in the classroom. So there you really learn by observing it or working with people. So when you get all these things, there is a value addition to your persona. So you will be a different person at the end of the internship because something new has been added to your maybe knowledge or your skill sets or your abilities. And you learn to work in team because every organization will have a set of people. Very rarely you find maybe a sole proprietor will have one, may not be having a team. Only one individual may be running the business. But in rest all organization, if you go to NGO, if you go to company, if you go to court or lawyer chamber, they will find a set of people working together with some objectives. So you will become one of them and start working with them or start supporting them. So there you learn how to work in a team. So learning to work in a team is another thing. And in the process, you understand the structure and functioning of the institutions. Suppose you go to an NGO, you get to know the structure, how this organization is established, who are the people who are at the helm of the affairs, and what are the functions the NGO carries out, in what area it is doing the services or the activities, and how the monetary things are managed. So hierarchy of the institution, all these things you will be able to understand. Suppose you go to a lawyer chamber, a lawyer will take you to court. Then how the court system functions, what is the hierarchy of the courts, and what are the jurisdiction of that particular court, what are the functions of that court, and how the court proceedings are conducted. So all that you observe and learn. So These are the objectives of introducing an internship. Internship is not just for namesake. There is there are defined objectives, so with which this course is introduced. And I repeat once again, this is a full credit course. It carries 4 credits, means it is mandatory. It counted for your final credit calculation. If you have not done internship, then your degree won't be awarded. So you have to do internship mandatory. Moving further, so every student shall undergo minimum 1 internship after completion of every academic year. Means after your even semester, you must undergo at least 1 internship. No doubt, there is a time for you to undergo 2 internships, because from June 5th, June 14th, you have got holidays and your classes will commence, odd semester classes commence only on September 4th. So from June 14th to September 4th, you get more than 90 days or nearly 90 days. In 90 days, actually, you can do 2 internships. So those who are really concerned about learning, those who are really career oriented, make a best use of it. You can do 2 internship also, but doing 2 internship is not mandatory. Doing 1 internship is mandatory. So you can do 1 internship, which has to be 4 weeks consecutively. It is not with intervals. Doing 1 week and taking a break, then doing another week. No, it has to be 4 weeks consecutively. 4 into 7. 28 days continuously you must have attended that internship. If there is a gap in between, then that won't be considered. So that point you should keep in your mind. Then every internship shall be done from a different institution and internship provider. This question arises when you go to do a second internship. Maybe the second year student should keep this in mind. You are not supposed to do internship in the same institution again and again. If you have done internship in an NGO this year, next year you have to do it with another NGO or in another law firm, under lawyer or any other institution. So one institution can be done only in one NGO. Just hold on. Sorry. So every internship shall be done from a different institution or by the different internship provider. Kindly keep that in mind, and it carries 4 credits. Then a place of internship. A question may arise where we have to do internship. No doubt, by now you people must have decided. If not decided, or if you have any confusion, let me make it clear. You are free to do internship in any organization. There is no any restriction. There is no any bar, provided they give you opportunity to do it for 28 days at a stretch. Don't go to, I can say, don't go to a sole proprietor, because you don't have anything to learn there. Even if you have something to learn, it may get over in 3-4 days. So go to an organization or an institution where you have something to learn for 28 days. You can work there for 28 days. Don't go to a very small and tiny organizations where you don't have nothing much to learn. So choose an organization or an institution, maybe NGO, maybe a company, maybe a lawyer's chamber, where you have efficient work to learn or things to learn. Atish, mute yourself. So you are free to choose any place, and once you choose a place, come and get a recommendation letter from the college. We will issue a letter from the office saying that so and so is our bona fide student, and this is a mandatory requirement for him to do an internship or her to do internship. Kindly give her an opportunity, and we address that head of the institution or organization or a lawyer or whoever it may be, then issue a letter, take that letter and join the internship. If you don't know where to do and whom to approach, you are always welcome to approach the career guidance cell of the college, mentor, the coordinator, Mr. Udaisima, and the co-coordinator, we have Ms. Deepali Hiremat. So kindly contact these two faculty members and take help of your mentors, and they will help you to get internships. And after their assistance, you obtain a letter from the college and go to that organization or institution to get an internship. I hope I have made that point clear. You are free to choose in any part of the world, and if you are not getting, you can always take assistance of the career guidance cell, that is mentor of the college, and also take your respective mentors help. They will also help you to get a internship. You can do it in your native place, you can do it in Bangalore, you can do it in any place, no restriction, but choose it intelligently, choose it in a way, keeping in mind how it is going to help you to shape your career, what value it is going to add to your CV. See, if you are someone who has decided to join a corporate law firm, just I'm giving an example, these are not mandatory instructions. If you are decided to be a corporate, you want join a corporate sector, then do it in a companies, do it under a corporate lawyer, so that you are focused on your goal. You are someone who is interested in, maybe you are planning for a competitive exams, do it in some research organization, do it in some research centers, do it in some NGO, because your aims and goals be aligned with the internship. So think what you want to do in future, what you want to become, accordingly choose your internships. So this internship I said carries 4 credits, means it has to be subjected to assessment. So this assessment of your internship is done in 3 phases. One is, it carries 100 marks. This 100 marks are divided into 3 segments: 40, 40, 20. 40 marks for to be assessed by the internship provider. Suppose you go to a company, there is some manager or there is some head of the organization. He is supposed to assess your performance and allot marks out of 40. I will show you the format. So in that format, your internship provider shall assess you and give you allot you the marks, and that score sheet, which is filled in and signed by that particular internship provider, has to be submitted to the mentor on 4th September 2023 when you come back to college to attend your odd semester classes. So you should not forget to get the assessment sheet filled and signed and getting a seal on that by the internship provider or any person authorized by it. So student shall maintain internship diary. That is, again, the format is prescribed, and we will share the format. You just take a printout of that, and in that you are supposed to record the day-to-day learning, what you did in that particular on that particular day. So day, date, and what things were learned, that has to be recorded there. So this internship diary has to be handwritten only. Typed is not accepted. It's just a half a page every day you have to write. So end of the day, after completing your internship on that day, you have to sit and write what you did on that day, what things you learned on that day, and close that. So this internship diary has to be maintained meticulously, day-to-day basis, without any gap in between. Every day, you must have learned something. You must write something. You cannot leave things blank. Suppose you go to a lawyer, and on that day, lawyer went to other city. So you are sitting in his office. You cannot say, I was sitting idle in the office. So you should get to know from him what is the task assigned to you. Read some cases, read some case files, then record that in your internship diary. Right? So the completed internship diary has to be submitted in a soft bound form. Don't use plastic sheets. I'm reminding, don't use plastic sheets. Just use card sheets and bind it and submit it to your mentor on 4th September 2023 when you come to attend odd semester classes. That's a commencement of odd semester classes. Then once you submit an internship diary along with your internship certificate that is issued by the internship provider and the score sheet that is filled and signed by the internship provider. So 3 things you are supposed to submit it to your mentor. One is internship certificate, second is internship provider's score sheet, and third is internship diary. So these 3 things have to be submitted to your mentor. Then within the first or second week of commencement of the classes to odd semester, your mentor will schedule the assessment for remaining component. So the internship diary which you have maintained, that carries 40 marks. So the mentor will assess how you have maintained the internship diary. Again, there are parameters. I will again show you that at the end of this presentation on what parameters your internship diary will be assessed. Same is the case with the internship provider. So when internship provider assesses you for 40 marks, on what parameters he assesses you? Those parameters also I will show you at the end of the presentation. And after this internship diary is submitted and assessed, there will be a viva, again scheduled and conducted by your mentor. So that internship diary will be assessed plus a viva for 20 marks will be taken. So you are supposed to appear before your mentor, and the mentor will be having another co-teacher to assist him to take the viva. So the mentor as well as the co-teacher will ask you a set of questions. They will give you an opportunity to first explain as to what you learned in the internship. Then after that, they'll ask a set of questions. If I can give an example, suppose I, as a student, appear for an internship and I submitted my internship diary and I tell that I have done an internship in a lawyer's chamber. So I will be given an opportunity to explain. Then I will explain. I went to Mr. X. I joined internship on so and so date, and he is a lawyer in so and so place. His office is in so and so place. So on day 1, I visited with him the X court. I went to City Civil Court. Then he showed me the different courtrooms. Then he guided me to sit in a particular courtroom and asked me to observe. It was a criminal matter, criminal case going on. Then it was at the stage of the recording of the evidence. So when you tell this, a mentor or the co-teacher will ask you a question. What is the name of the case? What was case related to? What is the name of the court? right? So it to check whether you really observed the things, whether you seriously done an internship or not, can be assessed through these questions. Note the name of the judge, note the name of the court, note the name of the case which is being heard. What was the stage of the case? Is it at the recording of the evidence, or it was argument stage, or some interlocutor application was filed and that was being heard? So you should know what is happening in that particular court on that particular day. So I just gave an example of a court functioning. Similarly, you must be working in some company. So you should tell. So on that particular day, I was assigned with this work. I carried out this work. Then I will ask, well, what is the thing you learned in that particular work? So you must be able to explain what you learned and what is the use of it. So you will be tested about what you have learned and what you have picked up in the internship, in the Viva. So these are the 3 different assessments that takes place with respect to your internship. 40 marks by the internship provider, 40 marks, your internship diary will be assessed, and 20 marks you will be subjected to a Viva voce, right? Then your internship will be monitored. How we can monitor? We have assigned this responsibility to the mentors. Your mentors will monitor your internship. So maybe if it is a local place, they may make even a surprise visits to check whether you are really working or really doing internship there or not. Or they may make a video calls on WhatsApp and check whether you are present in an internship place or not when you during the time of the internship. And you have to provide your mentor the telephone contact number of your internship provider, so that that mentor will call that internship provider and inquire about your regularity or your presence in the place of internship. So mentors will be continuously observing your internship activity through different methods, or they can devise their own methods and follow up as to whether you are doing internship in a particular place or not, whether you are doing it seriously or not. So this is a monitoring mechanism with respect to internship. Now, I told you that your internship provider has to assess you for 40 marks. See, these are the 10 parameters on which he will assess you. In that score sheet, these 10 things will be there, each carrying equal marks, 4 marks each. So for punctuality, 4 marks, for regularity, 4 marks, professional skills acquired, learning ability, contribution to the institution, the way you conduct yourself, professionalism, communication skills, meeting the deadlines. If they give some work and ask you to complete by end of the day, but you do not complete, so meeting deadlines, maintenance of internship diary. So they check your internship, whether are you writing the internship diary every day or not. Then overall effectiveness. So based on these 10 criteria, they will be assessing you and allotting marks against these criteria, and they have to put their signature in that sheet and put the institutional seal, then put it in a sealed cover and give it to you. Then you have to carry that internship assessment sheet and submit it to your mentor in a sealed form only. You are not supposed to open it. Kindly assist the internship provider with the envelopes. Don't burden them. So carry 2 cloth covers, green cloth covers, and give it to them. And they will print and put it in the envelope covers and give it to you. One for internship certificate and one for internship assessment. Vidyashri, mute yourself. Vidyashri. So the internship diary, I said, will be assessed for 40 marks. So these are the 4 components on which it will be assessed by the mentor. So whether you have maintained it regularly or not. So you have to record for 28 days. So in those 28 days, if you have left blank in some days, you have not written anything, or you have written very casually, or if you have written nothing there, it's not making sense. So then that will be taken into consideration. So adequacy and the quality of information recorded, whether you have written it regularly or not, and presentation of information, how systematically you have presented. So when you go to the internship place, you should start with what you started with. You should not write in haphazard manner. So how systematically you have presented it, chronologically you have presented it, how systematically you have written it. It should not be written in a very illegible manner. So it should be legible. It should be readable by the course teacher. Then after recording all these things, there is a last component in the internship diary, which requires you to fill as to what are the outcomes of the internship. Means at the end of 28 days, what you have learned. You have to write in points. Maybe I will give you examples, then you will be able to understand. Okay. So then Viva was on internship experience by the mentor and another co-teacher for 20 marks. So in internship, what all you have to, internship diary, what all you have to write. So daily reports, summary of internship. So at the end of 28 days, one summary has to be written. Means in one page you have to write what you learned. Then after summary you write what are the outcomes, what you learned. In points you have to write. Then if there are any supporting documents, you can attach. And if there are any photographs, you can attach. So last two are not mandatory, but if you add them, that carries an impression that you are very meticulous about carrying out your internship. So supporting documents and photographs are optional, but wherever possible, add them. It adds value to your internship diary. No doubt. There is no marks earmark for that, but you have to decide judiciously on that. So let me repeat again. So 3 things you have to submit to the mentors on 4th September. Internship diary, duly written, filled and signed by you as well as signed by the internship provider. Then a sealed cover containing assessment sheet, which is filled by the internship provider. Then give your photocopy of the internship certificate. Then originally you can keep it with yourself. Okay, so I will stop there for a while. This is all about internship. If you have any queries, you can ask either in chat box or raise your hands. We'll unmute you. Then we will go ahead with the summer semester registration. Yes, anybody has any queries?
Good morning, sir. This is Archana here.
Yeah.
We received a few links about internships where you had forwarded in the group. There are many options like offline and online, both internships in the same link. Is that also be counted as the internship if we do it online? Because most of the internships are offered out of the state. Will that be also counted?
No. As of now, it's only offline internship which is counted.
Okay, sir.
So Bhuneshwari, so can we do our first internship in NGO? Yes, by all means, there is no any restriction. Do first internship wherever you want. When it comes to second internship, take guidance of your mentors, take guidance of your teachers, because they will be able to guide you based on your career goals. First internship, do it in NGO, do it a company, do it in any institution. We want you to get exposed to the real world. We want you to learn something. So some skills that should be added to you. Some new value addition should happen to you, and you should be coming back and reporting us what new things you learned. So that's the experiential learning. You learn through experience. Yes. Any first year students have any doubt, any clarification you would like to seek? So shall I take it? It is all clear.
Sir, there is, excuse
Yes,
me, sir.
please.
There is a query from a student asking for a second year LLB. Should we have to do 2 internship mandatory?
Yeah, for second LLB, I have made it clear in the classroom, and even we have given a circular. Because of the program structure that is applicable to 3-year LLB who are in the second year, you must do 2 internship, else you have to do a third internship after completing your 6th semester.
Okay,
And
sir. Thank you, sir.
after completing 6th semester, if you go to do internship for 1 more month, then your results will be delayed for 1 more month. So why you want to wait for results for 1 extra month? We want you to get graduated soon and get your enrollment done. So that's the reason I have explained in the class, and we have drawn a separate circular for second year LLB exclusively, that you must do 2 internship in this vacation. Whereas rest all students can do 1. If you wish, you can do 2 also.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, there are a few questions in the YouTube.
Yes, please, ma'am.
A student has asked, sir, what type of an NGOs we can choose to do internship in the first year?
See, try to choose an NGO which is into some, which deals with some socio-legal problems. Or, for example, maybe somebody is working on child rights. Some NGO is working on maybe labor problems. Some NGO working on environmental law, so environment protection. Maybe some NGO is working with respect to women. So choose such NGOs where you have something to learn about the legal aspects and the socio-legal issues, where you can even help them in carrying out their activities. So you will have something to learn with respect to socio-legal aspects. Maybe animal rights, maybe somebody is working with respect to old age people. So we can choose such NGOs. Yes, madam. Any other question is there on YouTube?
No, sir, not many.
So first year students, I'm not able to make out who is first year here. Manoj K. Manoj, are you there? Sir, is there a possibility to do 2 parallel internship? No, you have to do one after the another. No parallel internships, and it's not permissible because internship has to be from day long, from morning to evening, or the whole day you are supposed to do internship in a place. You cannot do half a day in one place, half a day in another place. No, not 2 internship parallelly. Complete 28 days in one institution, go to another institution, do it another 28 days.
Sir, there are a couple of questions in YouTube again. I think
Yes.
there are some confusions with students. When it
Yeah.
comes to internship, they feel should be a law firm. As they have queries asking, can there be internship in factory, business internship and all? So if you can throw some light on what all other domains can be included in internship here, I think these questions can be answered.
Okay, madam. See, as it was told earlier, you can choose any organization or any institution to carry out your internship. You can go to any company, go to any industry, any factory. You choose it intelligently where you have something to learn and you have some work to do for 28 days. So look at the size of the organization, look at the functioning of the organization, then choose it. You should have something to learn and it should be quite big enough to learn and work there for 28 days. So you can do it in lawyers chambers. Definitely there will be no limit for work. They will be working all the 365 days. So much work will be there in lawyers chamber and so many things to learn. You can go to some industries also where especially these management students like BB LLB and BCom LLB. It doesn't mean BA LLB should not go. Usually they are more interested in doing the internship in some industries or in some companies. You can go like even you can go to some industries like maybe service industries also, or maybe I got to know last year that some of our students did an internship in Decathlon. So in Decathlon also you can do internship. Because there is something to learn, maybe customer care or customer grievance addressing system. So you check organization. If you are not able to decide, take help of the mentors or the teachers to decide. Suppose you have a confusion whether I should do internship in X industry or Y industry. Take help of the teachers or the mentor. They will guide you. Oh, it's better to do in this industry. Then you do it in that particular industry. So as madam was asking, I can list some organizations. See, you can do internship in research centers. There will be some think tanks. Like in Bangalore, you have something called Center for Law and Policy Research, CLPR. So you can do internship there. They will give you some research work. They'll ask you to create some tangible research work, and you can go to other organizations. Maybe you can go to National Law School and apply to some research centers which are there, like CIRA and some other centers which are there. Or even you can go to a Lokayukta office and get it. You can go to Human Rights Commission. You can go to Law Commission of Karnataka, Law Commission of India. So wherever there is some scope for you to learn socio-legal aspect or management aspects, you can do internship. There's no limit. Only criteria is there should be something to learn for you. Some socio-legal aspects you are able to pick up. Some skills you are going to develop. Don't do it in a place where there is nothing to learn much. There is no any scope for you to develop skills. That should be the criteria.
Sir, a few more questions with respect to, are there any mandatory domains where students are supposed to do internship during the 5 years, like senior's office, Supreme Court advocates, like that? Is it mandatory?
Yes, this question was actually recently discussed with principal sir. Principal sir also instructed that let students decide based on their career goals. We can prescribe saying that do it in a high court and Supreme Court. But I'm someone who wants to work in an NGO. I've decided to be an philanthropist, or maybe I want to work for social service, social service as my career. So I don't mind if he does all the 5 internship in NGO only. But if I'm someone who wants to join a legal profession, then I advise definitely first internship, do it anywhere. But second internship onwards, do it with a lawyer. Second internship, do it with a trial court lawyer. Third internship, you go to high court, try a high court lawyer. Fourth internship, you go to Supreme Court. Fifth internship, you do it in any tribunals, something that sort. So if you have decided to be a lawyer, to become a legal professional, do it with lawyers and law chambers. You need not go to NGO or company and then do your internship. So decide. This is right time to decide for you people to what I want to be after 5 years. Or if you want to someone get into academics, you have plans to do LLM, then go and do internship in some research centers, right? And you can go and do internship under some teachers also. See, in the days to come, not this academic year, maybe in the next academic year, we are going to offer internship in college only to certain students. we are going to start with certain research centers. So under those research centers, you can apply and get based on your performance. You will be given an opportunity to do internship in college itself. So it all depends on what career goals you have. We have not mandated, but we can advise you at least to do 1 or 2 internship, even if you are not going to become a lawyer. Do 1 or 2 internship in a lawyer's chamber or in law courts, because nevertheless you are basically an advocate. You are going to be asked in future by the people, some advisors. So you should know the functioning of the court. You should know the nuances of the legal profession. So do 1 or 2 internship in court or in a trial court or high court, even if you are not going to become a lawyer or want to become a legal practitioner.
So one more question.
Yes.
Is there can the internship be done in the same law firm or before an advocate for more than one time?
No. 5 internship, 5 different places is what we have told. I'll tell you one more advantage you have. No doubt, doing one internship in the same place also has advantage. Maybe you get used to the system, and even you may start seeing the job perspective there, or getting placed in that particular firm in future. That advantage is there. But another thing what we want you to undergo experience is, go to 5 different places, learn different things. You should know as much as possible. So other things, you should know different aspects. Maybe a particular lawyer's chamber has a limited kind of cases. Maybe there are a lot many cases, but all are related to a particular kind of dispute. Maybe there are some lawyers who are exclusively doing criminal law. There are some lawyers who will be having only cases relating to debt recovery or like that. So you should be knowing variety of cases. No doubt tomorrow in the long run you may become expert in one particular area, but you should have knowledge about different kind of dispute, different kind of proceedings. You just don't know. Tomorrow you may get a very big case in a different domain, but you are not practiced in that domain at all. Then you feel little handicapped. So instead of that, better do internship in different law firms and different under different lawyer. That will add a different experience to you. And tomorrow when you write that in your CV, maybe the prospective job provider or recruiter will appreciate, oh, you had worked in so different organization, you have learned so many things. So it may work out like that. So I advise, no, it's a requirement that you have to do in a different organization. But however, there is one more scope. No, after every even semester, you have 2 months time. Do one internship to fulfill the requirement of the credit. Do another internship in the same law firm where you want to do it continuously. So that's how you should plan, is what I feel. Yes, Gargi.
Good morning, sir. Sir, actually, I had applied to the same institution I was working for, which is a very big company. And so I got accepted in the same legal department based on the marks of my third semester. And their contention was that since I've learned company law now, they have changed my specific department. Earlier, I was working under the legal research. Right now, they have put me under compliance and company. So, sir, would that work? Because it is a niche department under the whole department per se. It is JSW, sir.
Doesn't matter. There is lot many things to learn even in a compliance department. Yes. Kindly do it very meticulously, because compliance is separate set of professionals are there nowadays. So
yes, sir.
Just in a very good department, learn things better and come and share your experience with others. Because
yes,
JSW is quite a very big company, one of the top steel manufacturing companies in India. So
yes, sir.
You can do that, no issue.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
So there is one more question.
Yes.
It's with respect to doing an internship and signing a non-disclosure agreement, confidential agreement, and how do I draft my internship report?
Yes. See, that's a very good question. Last time some students faced this issue. What you do is you just request your internship provider that you will write everything in neutral manner and show it to them. See, you went to observe a particular case, you tell and you write in a particular case. Since I am bound by non-disclosure, you can write it like this. Since I am bound by non-disclosure agreement, in a particular case, this was the issue. And this was the stage at which the court proceeding was happening. So at that stage, my internship provider, Mr. X lawyer, argued the matter. It was on dishonor of check. It was on 302 murder case. So nothing harm in writing like this, because you are not taking any name, you are not disclosing any party's name or any witness's name. So request like this. If any problem arises, get back to us. We will try to address the issue. Okay. There is one question here. As you mentioned, students can do internship anywhere. Being first year BBL student, can we do first internship with the law firms, or it's mandated to business service? No, you can do it anywhere. Just because you're first year, we are not telling to do it in factories or industries only. Maybe teachers must have guided you. Since you have not learned law much, it's better to go to an industry or company and get to know the functioning of the industries or companies, because your business management subject knowledge can be used there, or maybe you will see the business management theory in action. Maybe that's the intention. Otherwise, if you are determined to be a lawyer, you are not interested in becoming a pure corporate, then we can do internship in a lawyer's chamber. Nothing stops you. There's no restriction. Take it as an advice. If somebody has told you, no, do first internship in industry only, take it as an advice. You are free to do it with law firm.
Sir, there is one question.
Yes.
Students intends to get into civil services. Keeping that in mind, is like, can you help us? What kind of industry I can choose where I can know more about civil servants, where you can do internship there? But legal internship and
in industry, you cannot learn about the competitive exams or maybe civil service exams. I insist to do it in a research centers, some think tanks, VD or CLPR, or maybe some parliamentary affairs or law commission, human rights commission. These kind of organizations, if you do your internship, that will definitely add some value or some knowledge to you with respect to your preparation to civil services. That's what I told you. Next year onwards, we are offering internship in the college itself. So those who are interested in research and this kind of civil services, who wants to develop knowledge with respect to other subjects, can apply for internship in the college itself. There will be a screening test, and based on that, we will give opportunity. Somebody has written, sir, I am doing online internship. Should we need a maintained diary or online internship also? I told, no, online internship is not permissible, not accepted. You have to do internship physically. You have to go to the institution and do it. Online internship can be your extra internship. But for 4 credit internship, you must do it offline only. No online internship is accepted, because it's a normal times. We have to do offline internship. We want you to visit organization, work with people, work in team, pick up the skills there, not just the soft skills on the online, right? So online internship is not permitted. Yes, madam. Are there any other questions?
The few students have missed out on that slide of submission, a sealed cover and all.
Sorry.
So the few students have missed out on that slide of submission. wherein they have to
Okay,
get us the certificate.
share the slide with students. The whole presentation will be shared with students. And since this is YouTube live, the whole recording is there on the YouTube. You can see and understand. If you still have a doubt, kindly contact your mentors. See, let me repeat. 3 things you have to submit: internship diary, internship certificate, and internship assessment sheet filled and signed by the internship provider. So these 3 documents you have to submit it to your mentor on 4th September when odd semester classes commences. Okay, let me quickly show the those formats which I was speaking about. Yes. So this is the internship diary format. This is how it looks like. Yes. This is, or make a printout of it and fill the details. Fill the details. Then here the student mentor will allot the marks on your submission. So put your signature here. Then the teacher who is evaluating will put their signature here. So that's a title sheet, I can say. Then the second page will be the information sheet. So you have to write name of the student, SRN number, the program in which you are studying, semester which you are studying, means the previously, like your second semester you completed, write it as second semester. Then contact number, your mail ID, starting date of internship, when you started internship, and ending date of internship. And here, name of the internship provider and the address of the internship provider. Write it fully and clearly. Mr. So and so, advocate, office address, place, state, everything you have to write with his phone number and mail ID here. Then signature of the student. Then here seal and signature of the internship provider. So on the internship diary also you have to get his signature and the seal, right? So if seal is not there, you can ask them to provide internship certificate on their letterhead, then that will suffice. Usually every organization will have, so insist for that. Then these are the components of the internship diary: daily reports, summary of internship, outcomes of the internship, supporting documents if any, and photographs. This is how you have to record. First day. This is day 1. Write the day, Monday or Tuesday you started. Then date and the time at what time you reported to internship. Then in these 6-7 lines, you have to write in a summary manner what you learned on that day. So write it, cover all the space. Don't just write in one page. I visited the court and observed the case. Over. No. You visited the court, you observed the case. Which court, where, what was the case, what was the nature of the case, what was the issue involved, what was the stage of the case. You have to write it here, right? So like this, for those many days, you have to write here. Then in the last part of the internship diary, you have this summary of internship. So in one page, you have to write what you did in one internship. In 28 days, you have to write a summary of it. So you have written day wise. Now you write one whole month or 28 days, what you have learned in this one page, fully you have to write, right? Again, don't just write in one paragraph and finish it here. Then outcomes of the internship, I was telling you. So what are the things learned and the skills acquired? Here it means knowledge. Here it is skills. See, here you can write, I learned about the structure of the NGO. I understood the activities that is carried out by the NGO. So what you learned? You learned about the filing of the case in the city civil court. So that things you learned, you have to write it here. Then the skills. Skills what you developed. You can write drafting skills. So you learn to draft something in a lawyer's chamber, or in an NGO, you learn to conduct a survey. Conducting a survey is a skill. Or you learned doing a client counseling, or you learned a skill of maybe preparing a particular document or preparing a case file. So these are the skills which you acquired while doing internship. Maybe you learned about tally. So they shown you how to enter details in a tally accounts. So that's a skill acquired. Then values inculcated. See, when you are working with an organization with other people, you should be consciously observing and picking up and imbibe certain values that matters. Value like cooperation. So they cooperate so well with each other and work in an organization. So you experience that and you start feeling that yes, cooperation is something that is very much required in an organization. Let me develop the skills. So you start inculcating that value of cooperation. Being honest is a value. Being punctual is a value. So like this, certain values you must have picked up. You experienced and you feel, okay, these are the values, something I should imbibe. So such values which you have inculcated in those 28 days that you are supposed to record here, right? Then at the end, you have a declaration to give. Mention the date, last date of the internship, or maybe the date on which you're submitting. You have to fill the blanks here. So you can write it in your handwriting, the whole declaration, the same thing you follow, and fill the blanks here. So you learned, report, these things are reported are learned by me and during the internship from so and so date to so and so date under the guidance of the name of the internship provider. Then you say you acknowledge the assistance provided by your mentor. So your mentor has guided you, helped you, and even followed up your internship. So write a name of the intern, your mentor. Then you also thank whomsoever you want to thank. Maybe you want to thank somebody who helped you to get an internship, or maybe somebody who guided you to do internship. Some other person in that organization helped you to learn the things. So give gratitude to them. Then put your, again, write your name and put your signature. Then submit this internship diary to your mentor on 4th September 2023, on the first day of the commencement of art semester classes. Okay. Then another document, let me show you, that is internship certificate. So which you are supposed to get from your internship provider. It's coming. Just a minute. Yeah, I hope you can see this format. So in this format, you should get a internship certificate. So this can be typed on the letterhead of the organization. I hope you can see, right? Somebody respond.
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes. So this is a certificate format which your internship provider should issue. So to whomsoever it may concern, mention the date on which he is issuing it. Then he should mention, this is to certify that Mr. So and so, student name has to be mentioned. Then he should also say from which date to which date the student has done an internship. Then you have to say, then he can write. It's an example. Don't copy as it is. The first paragraph format you take, second paragraph, see, he has to mention in one paragraph as to what are the things he learned in this internship. So lawyer may say, so during this internship, the student has learned certain drafting skills, research skills, and he assisted me in carrying out a research or preparing the files, and even he attended the courts and observed the court proceedings and understood the functioning of the court. So he will write something about your learning. Then lastly, he will end with the statement. His performance is good, average, excellent, poor. So he's free to record his observation. Then put his signature and put the seal of the individual or maybe the law firm or the NGO company, whatever it may be. Then that has to be given to you. So you keep an original copy and submit the photocopy of this particular certificate to your mentor along with internship diary. Then I will show you one more thing. Internship assessment sheet I have to show you, right? Not this one. Oh, it's there in the same sheet. I forgot. Yeah. See, this is another sheet which is to be issued by your internship provider. So we have written on the top there, requesting them, respected madam, sir, kindly assess the performance of our student interned under your supervision on the following parameters for total 20 points, and kindly hand it over to the internee in the sealed cover. So you people take a printout of it and give it to the internship provider. Then he will read this and understand. Kindly refer the given scale. See, on the scale of 4, he will be assessed. So 4 is excellent, 3 is good, 2 is satisfactory, average is 1. So in that, again, name of the student has to be mentioned, SRN number has to be mentioned. Then he will assess whether you are punctual. If you are very punctual, he will give 4 points. If you are not so punctual, he give 3 points. So depending on his assessment, he will go on allotting the points to it, and total it comes to 26. So just as an example. So this is the marks out of 40 which you will be getting, which is assessed by your internship provider. Then he should put his signature and seal, then put this in an envelope and seal it and give it to you. And you are supposed to produce that sealed cover containing this to your mentor on 4th September 2023. Okay. So I hope the all the 3 formats now you are aware about. These formats will be shared with all the students on your mail ID. Kindly download it, take a printout of it, and make use of it accordingly. Then what else? Yes, this is regarding Viva. Forget about the dates. Date we will tell you later. See, in Viva how you will be assessed. So response to questions, 10 marks. The mentor and another co-teacher will ask certain questions. How you answer, for that the 10 marks are earmarked. And in the before asking the questions, they will give you opportunity to present your experience for 5 minutes. So in that 5 minutes, how well you present what you learned in the internship, that carries 5 marks. And professionalism, how you appear before the Viva committee and how you present, how you respond. So your professionalism will be assessed 5 marks. So totally 20 marks. Right? And in internship diary, it is carrying 40 marks, we said, no? So again, so 25 marks earmarked for the daily report. Day to day, you have to write, no? So that carries 25 marks. At the end of the internship diary, you have to write summary of internship. So how well you are summarized, that carries 5 marks. Then you have to identify the outcomes, the knowledge you have gained, the skills you have developed, value you have inculcated. So for that, 5 marks. And overall presentation, how you are written your internship diary and you maintained it, date, mention, signature, all those things carries 5 marks. So on the internship diary, there are columns. So it says name of the program. So mention name of the program in which you are studying. The name of the course, it is there. There you write first internship. First year students write it first internship. Second year students write it as second internship. Here, one thing you have to take care. See this course code. This is the examples given here are the first year students can write these course codes. So LLB students write this code, BLLB write this code, BBA write this code, and BCom LLB this code. And semester column you write third semester, because though you do internship after second semester, it will appear in your marks card along with third semester subjects. So in the semester column, you have to write it as third semester, right? So these are the details. No doubt, things will be shared with you people for your further reference. Yes, somebody wanted to ask something. Yes.
Sir, last time in the Viva, we had there was some things we noticed which students are not supposed to do. Like they had not sealed the assessment marks.
Okay.
Envelope. That's one thing. It was an open cover. And sometimes they will not be able to defend their 25 marks ka daily report because they won't write it every day. If they write every day, each day will be different experience within the internship diary actually. So they fail to defend it sometimes, day-to-day reports. So it is better we advise them to write every day, then and then the same day itself about the daily report.
So if you write at the end of the day, your memory is fresh and your write-up will come up well. But if you become lazy and sit after 28 days and start remembering and writing, definitely the quality will go down. So finish the day's work with writing internship diary, then your internship diary will be quite genuine and it will be carrying proper recordings. So don't do that mistake of keeping it for end of the internship, sitting and writing for all 28 days in one go. Write it then and there only. Maybe before you leave internship, before you leave the place of internship, better sit there and write it and close it. Else it becomes difficult for you to write properly. So submit the score sheet in a sealed cover. Don't bring it in an open envelope. Seal it, and actually you should get it in the sealed format from the internship provider and just carry it and submit it to the teacher as it is. Okay. If there are no any other questions or queries, we'll move on to the second segment of the presentation, that is about summer semester. See, the summer semester is meant for students who have either suffered ineligibility or who have obtained X or F grade, means who have not cleared their courses in end semester examinations. So this 2 months summer semester certain students are required to register and attend classes and do internal assessment and then take end semester examination. And certain set of students can directly register for end semester examination and take ESA. So about that, we'll just give you some clarity. No doubt this has been explained to you earlier also, but since it's a time to register for summer semester, let me tell you that again. So the students eligible to register for summer semester shall fill the Google form rolled out by the respective HODs. So each program has students have received a different Google form. You have to fill only that Google form which is given by your HODs. Don't take it from your friend from another branch or another program and fill it. That won't help you, and that is not considered because they are program specific forms. So if Sarala madam has shared the Google form, only BA LLB students have to use that Google form. Like that, Sharmila madam has given for LLB, Sunita madam has given it for BCom, and Soumya madam has given it for BBLLB. So fill only those Google forms. So there is one regulation which says in academic regulations governing legal studies of KLE Tech, if a student has suffered ineligibility in subjects, he can take maximum 4 full credit courses in summer semester. Suppose I have suffered ineligibility for 8 courses in last 1 year. 4 courses in first semester, another 4 courses in the second semester. Then out of 8 courses, I can take only 4 courses in summer semester. It is with respect to students who have suffered ineligibility in a particular course. So maximum 4 full credit courses means 4 credits courses, 4 you can take. 4 fours are 16 credits. Another way of putting it is you can take maximum 16 credits courses in summer semester, because there is sometimes the students must have cleared full course but have failed to clear half credit course, that is 2 credit course or 1 credit course. For example, in the 4th semester of second year now, there were 2 credit courses of 2 credit each. If you have suffered ineligibility in those 2 credit courses, that also you can take. What is finally you are supposed to observe is total 16 credits you can take in summer semester if you have suffered ineligibility. But if a student has not suffered any ineligibility, he was eligible, he has taken an end semester examination and got an X grade or F grade. In that case, such students have to fill another Google form that will be rolled out, or another platform link will be given that has to be filled and pay the fees. Such students who have X or F grade, they have to directly come and write end semester examination conducted in summer semester. So I hope there's a clarity. Students who have suffered ineligibility against any course, they have to register, pay the fees, and then attend the classes, take internal assessment, then write exam in these 2 months. Whereas students who have X grade or F grade, they can take such examination, end semester examination only. They are not required to attend classes or take internal assessments. So a student who has suffered ineligibility and takes admission to summer semester, register for summer semester, then the same requirement which are there in a regular semester are here. Means you have to attend 75% of the classes, means you have to maintain 75% attendance. Then you have to secure minimum 20 marks out of 50 in ISA. Then only you will be given end semester examination in the summer semester. Again, if you fall short of attendance in summer semester also, or if you are not able to secure minimum 20 marks in summer semester in ISA, then again you will not be given an end semester examination. You will be declared as not eligible again. So if you become not eligible again in summer semester also, then next year summer semester you have to take. So keep that in mind. Summer semester, students who are registered because of not eligibility must meet these two requirements if you have to take end semester examination. Then students who have failed or who are unsuccessful in clearing the ESA, who have got X or F grade, shall pay only examination fees, need not attend classes, just directly come and write the exam on the scheduled day and time. So no required to attend summer semester classes for the students for X and F grade subjects. If a student has both, for example, I have 2 X grades and 2 NE. For NE, I will attend class. For X grade subjects, I will not attend class. It's as simple as it is. I guess that's it. If you have any questions regarding summer semester, you can ask. Yes. I guess only we teachers are left in the meeting. Anybody has any questions? Okay, no issue. See, I hope all the mentors are here and all the faculty members are here. Things are clear from your end also, I feel. If you have any doubts, kindly contact me and HODs, get clarified, and then communicate your mentees accordingly. Kindly ensure that the not eligible students have registered by now. If not, with the permission of HODs, get them registered today also, because from Monday classes are commencing. So for the summer semester, Dr. Sunita is a coordinator. All the course teachers kindly coordinate with Dr. Sunita madam with respect to summer semester of this year, and accordingly conduct classes, internal assessments, and submit internal assessment marks on continue, and enable the exam section to carry out the end semester examination of summer semester. I hope things are made clear. If there are any questions, we'll take, else we'll close the meeting. Yes, anything? Okay. So in that case, we will close the meeting. All the best. When we'll have our end semester exams? Yes. By Monday, we will publish the calendar of events for the summer semester. In the summer semester calendar, you will get to know when end semester examination of summer semester will commence. I can tell you off the records, it will commence after 17th July. It will commence after 17th July, not before that. So you shall attend the end semester examination after 7th July. It will be scheduled for 10 days continuously. All the courses end semester examinations will be scheduled so that you can finish them, and again you get sufficient time in the month of August to do another internship or to do anything else you have planned. So if you are someone who has to take summer semester examination, keep yourself free between 17th July to 30th July is what I can say. Okay. After commencement of the summer semester, meantime, Chief Examination Officer Ms. Rashmi will release the timetable also. since it is a summer semester which has to be completed within 2 months, here we don't have a luxury of having one exam per day. There will be 2 exams each day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, because within 10 or 12 days we have to complete the examination of all the courses of last 4 semesters. If we keep it every day one paper, then it will be 40 days. Then students won't get time to do internship or any other activities. So be ready. If you know that you have 2 back papers, be ready to write both the back papers on the same day, possible. As much as possible, we try to draw timetable in such a way that morning you will have odd semester, evening, afternoon you will have an even semester. But that is not guaranteed. We'll just try to accommodate as much as possible. We'll keep odd semester one time and even semester one time. Maybe on the same day you may have to write 2 papers if the 2 papers in which you have X grade falls on the same day. So be ready. Don't think that I will study 2 days before the examination and write. You are now clear which paper you are not cleared, which you have X grade or F grade. Start studying from now only for those papers, so that by the time that exam comes, you are ready to write exam. Okay, so just for your information, let me repeat, there will be 2 papers examination on the same day, one in the morning session, one in the afternoon session. Okay, so we'll close the meeting. If you have any further queries, any clarification you want to seek, approach your mentor, approach your HOD, and you can approach me as well. Okay, thank you. All the best. Do internship seriously. Uday, you can close the meeting.